Hey, what's happening? This is Jerry over at Wealth Dynamics. Hey, I want to give you some of my thoughts on my way home today. Just leaving the office. It's about 8 p.m. Had an awesome day today. Got some outflow promotion done, some coaching, closed a few deals, working with some clients, training my team, doing all the stuff I do. Anyways, if you don't know me, I own a company called Wealth Dynamics, and one of the roles that I play, obviously, is that of a business owner and entrepreneur. Okay, and this is a side I honestly don't think I talk about very much. A lot of times I'm talking about, wealth creation, and I'm talking about what I do, and I'm talking about how I help people. But I want to share with you one of my philosophies as an individual, as an entrepreneur, as a business owner. And this is a philosophy that I've developed over the years. And here's what it is, okay? So I don't take advice from other people. Now, you're probably hearing that initially, and you're like, man, that sounds arrogant. That sounds dumb. What about what is it? Wise decisions are made in a multitude of good counsel. I think that's Proverbs. What about that? Or what if somebody else has some better advice? Or what if someone knows something you don't know? Now, I want to clarify something. My understanding of the word advice comes from the root of where that word originated from, and that molds my view on what advice is and how important and pertinent it is to me at any given moment. Okay? So the word advice literally means opinion. Okay, go to the etymology. If you go to dictionary.com, you look up the word advice, find out where it came from. At its root, it means opinion. Okay? I don't take people's opinions. One of the personal policies that I live by is be your own advisor and select your own counsel. And what that means to me is at the end of the day, I'm in the driver's seat. At the end of the day, I'm the one that's got to make the call. At the end of the day, I am the one that makes the final decision. Now, I might gather data. I might gather information. I might hear people's opinions and sift through the data that they're sharing with me and find out what makes sense and what doesn't, what's relevant and what's not relevant. But guys, never once will I ever just say, all right, so-and-so said to do this. I'm going to take their advice. I'm going to take their opinion. I'm going to do it. Okay, that's not how it works. Think of a parachute. If you jumped out of a plane and a parachute was just wide open with no resistance, you would die. Same thing goes with advice. When you get advice from people, if you don't keep yourself closed off enough to filter through, is this important? Is it relevant? Is it helpful? Is it true? Is it going to work for me? Is it something I should be doing? If you're not filtering through, then you're going to be in a detrimental position because you're just taking someone else's opinion. And here's what I think of opinions, guys. Here's what I think of opinions. You guys are going to either appreciate this or find this extremely obnoxious. Every single belief, opinion, and worldview is some crap you made up. Okay? Whatever you think and see and believe in life, it's just made up. Like there's no official statement saying this is how things work. Okay? That book doesn't exist. That manual doesn't exist. All of it is just subjective opinions. Okay, so your advice is based on your opinion. Your opinion is based on your reality. Your reality is based on your perception and agreements with the world around you in relation to yourself. It actually has nothing to do with me. So if you're giving me advice, it's because you're looking at something that you see and you perceive in your universe according to the way that you think, and you're saying, based on my subjective views, here's what I believe is true. Now you can share that with me, and I'm the guy that's going to hear you out. I'm probably not going to invalidate you and tell you you're wrong. Okay, I'm gonna let you have your way, but it doesn't mean it's my way. And so when someone shares their opinion, my thought is they made it up. Doesn't mean it's wrong. It's right for them, but it means they made it up. Doesn't mean it's real at all. Okay, even stuff like things like don't call people too much. Dude, you made that up. How much is too much? Or I don't have any money. You also made that up. How much is don't have any money? How much is any? What is money? Like, you made all of those concepts up. It's based on your own agreements. Okay, turns out no one ever had any money. Nobody ever had any money because it's always someone else's. It's always going to leave and go to someone else. So, of course, you don't have any money. See, these are viewpoints that I have, and I wanted to share them with you because it's part of what makes me tick. Sometimes you might see me on social media and you're like, dude, this dude, I don't know if I like him. I don't know if I don't like him. You know, obviously he's strong opinion, but I don't know if he's right. No one's right. I'm right for me, and that's what matters. So when I'm looking at advice, I'm looking first and foremost, can I live with myself if I make this decision? Am I doing right by myself if I make this decision? Now, my goal in myself and my purpose for myself is to help other people. So ultimately, when I'm taking advice, I'm looking at what's going to do the biggest amount of bang for the most amount of people that I can help. That's always what I'm looking at. So guys, I wanted to share that with you. And the reason why is right now I'm actually expanding my company. Okay, so we're doing some hiring right now. We're looking for excellent personnel. And I want to share with you some of my viewpoints here because you might be interested in working with me. Okay, if you're watching this video right now and you're like, man, that's actually kind of interesting. I've never had a boss that thinks like that, let alone a 26-year-old that thinks like that. Okay, most people my age are smoking pot and they're still partying and sleeping in their parents' basements. Some of them are paying off student loan debt. But if that's you and you're like, man, this is interesting, I want to learn more, I want you to click on that link. I want you to go ahead and apply. Now, make sure you follow the instructions. Okay, if you apply but you didn't follow the instructions, I'm going to look at that and be like, bro, from even the application, you couldn't follow directions. How are you supposed to work with me if you can't follow directions even on just the application? So it's important that you do that, guys. So guys, thank you for watching. I want to know your opinions. I want to know your thoughts. I want to know what you think about my way of doing things with advice, my personal beliefs there. Have a fantastic night. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I'll talk to y'all again soon.